This one thing goes on for this last show. I had to come back to doing it. Uh, yeah, it was cold last Monday. Last time I do a live show, um, it was already cold. That was on a Monday, and then another live show after that, and a big 3 hour live show after that. Um, for no reason why they had to turn the water for some reason on a Monday. Then yesterday it was already snowing outside. So it was snowing outside. In a legit time period, it was snowing outside. I didn't know. I read the reminder that was from Kip Warren schools, and they're saying that the schools are closing. It got sent to me on Facebook yesterday about the school closings. Well, I cut my nails anyway, so I chipped a few of them, trying to pull some boxes out. It was snowing hard though. It was snowing so hard. I got everybody else out there on the snow on Facebook. You know what I mean? My family members went out there on the snow and shit. You know how they go. But enough of the chit chat. We're talking about when Duane Davis, who was in his early 60s, he's returning to the courthouse in Las Vegas, Nevada, probably the other day. That was for the Tupac Shakur murder trial. I had to let you know that the Tupac Shakur murder trial is a complete and utter joke. It was a legal trial. Okay. Then the trial was a complete joke. It was a mess. It was illegal. And let's go see what Mr. Valentino Kinlock. We'll see what our correspondent has to say. Oh, he's not. Well, he's not my correspondent. He's my subscriber. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But we'll hear it from Valentino Kinlock and his Discretion TV channel. Roll away, Valentino.
Discretion TV. Now, Keefe D was back in court yesterday, and he was denied a dismissal.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of, me personally, I think they should dismiss it.
Yeah, you sure this dismiss the case with Keefe D?
First of all,
he stood right there. Keefe D stood right there. They already denied his bail. That's why he felt shocked and appalled that everybody else would.
Puffy and Reggie Jr. The New Yorkers called G. Deal, get his ass up in court. Mike Dorsey.
Yeah, call a bodyguard.
For tampering with evidence. Subpoena Mike Dorsey.
Yeah, go ahead. Subpoena those people. Subpoena Mike Dorsey.
Yeah, they need to take this
Subpoena Malcolm Greenwich too. Subpoena Reggie Wright.
They need to play the 911 tape.
Subpoena everybody else that was involved.
And get down to this conspiracy.
Subpoena everybody else that was involved. We're gonna start trading some war stories for that motherfucker right there. Start trading some war stories for Mr. Keefe D. Duane. Let's trade some war stories. Let's trade some war stories for Duane Keefe Davis right there. Keefe motherfucking D. That guy's in his early 60s, man. He's going all the way back to court for that. It's a grounds for dismissal. Those are grounds for dismissal, partner. Some grounds for dismissal. It's a grounds for dismissal.
Attorneys that some people call me an expert. This is just like.
Who needs an expert? You need an expert to come to the case.
Drop comments below, and I'm see you on the next one. Get them likes up for me respectfully.
Go for it, man.
To begin with, let's start with the corpus delicti argument. Basically, the law is clear, Your Honor.
Man, Keepy D. He just returned to the courthouse the other day. He just returned to the courthouse the other day. So they asking for him to stand up. And they asking for him to stand up. So he just went and stand up. Oh look, the stenographer. Stenographer is typing away. Stenographer is typing away. Look at him. She typing. Look at her, man. Look at her, man. She's typing away, man.
So without the state providing any
voice of the prosecutor. Oh, the prosecutor speaking on it.
It amounts to a legal trial, a trial that won't have the correct result. And so
what would be a direct result?
The state is saying that basically we were, we should have done this as a habeas petition. I disagree with that. And here's the reason why. We are not contesting probable cause. What we're contesting is, after all of the evidence has been
contesting shit.
There's no corroborating evidence. There's nothing. And then the state also stated that we're just looking for a corpus delicti. You just have to look at the body. If there's a body, there's corpus delicti. And that's just not the rule, Your Honor. There has to be, obviously in this case, a body. But the state has also alleged that this was assisted, promoted by a gang.
You got Keepy D standing up. Why him? Why you let him stand up? Why you wouldn't let that man stand up? Keepy D is in his early 60s, bro. In his early 60s. The man's old as hell. He's in his early 60s. They about to lock him up for the murder of Tupac. They're locking him up for the murder of Tupac Shakur. He's the only guy who's behind the Tupac Shakur murder. They about to lock his ass up. I keep bringing him to court the other day. That man still feel hurt, man. Like, do I have to go to court today, man? Do I have to go to court today, man? Boy, man. Do I have to go to court today, man? Why me, man? Why I gotta go to court today, man? I'm like 60-something years old. I can't keep going back to court like this, man. I have bad health condition, boy.
In this case, it's different. I'll just concentrate on these four witnesses.
He can send Keepy D all the way to court. That the other day. Like, come on, man. You talk about Zip, bro. You talk about Von Zip, Eric Martin. The man's been dead for almost 13 years. Man's been dead for 13 years.
Without these four co-conspirators being alive, being available at trial,
he's the one that handed Keepy D the gun.
Mr. Davis is completely prejudiced from proceeding. And his defense is he made this all up for profit. These individuals, these co-conspirators, have to exist in an effort to kill Mr. Tupac Shakur. If they're not alive,
it's a long crime. It's a long crime that's worth for y'all, man. Long crime that's worth for y'all, man. Orlando Anderson's been dead since 1998. Man's been dead for 27 years. Man's been dead for 27 fucking years.
Everybody knew Orlando Anderson was in a fight with Tupac. Well, he wasn't in a fight.
It was at the lobby of the MGM casino.
Work with peace of mind while receiving SSDI.
Oh man.
All Self-Employment Services helps you protect your
and other members members of his gang.
It was in the lobby of a MGM. That's the lobby of the MGM food court / casino. It was unbeknownst. It was caught on tape. Unbeknownst, it was caught on tape. September 7, 1996. It was caught on tape.
They could have gotten statements from him. They could have gotten statements from Mr. Davis. They could have gotten statements from Mr. Martin. They knew all of these players way back in 1996. I don't know what happened. I'm sure Mr. Giacomo doesn't know what happened in regards to
He doesn't know nothing else. He doesn't even know dick. He doesn't know dick.
Investigation at that time. But it's a tactical delay.
Fuck out of here.
That goes severely
That
against
man ain't got no time to keep going back to fucking court for this shit here.
I'll fast forward all the way
He had to go to court because they had to make him go to court. They might have to let him sells people out anyway.
That statement, all of the elements of this murder and what the state will attempt to.
But Diddy's already in jail. Diddy was already in jail for the Cassandra Ventura thing.
What Mr. Davis had said, they had that information. They did no investigation at that time. Eric Martin was still alive, and also Terrence Brown was still alive.
They're dead.
In 1999.
1998, you fucking asshole. 1998.
Two major players in this co-conspiracy.
May 1998, Orlando Anderson died.
DA's office
He died in the car wash with two other guys, with two other Crip gang members, man. Corner pocket hood Crips.
Sufficiently prejudiced beyond repair. It leads me back to the immunity argument. In 2009, I counted.
That was before Greg Kading decided to retire from the LAPD Task Force Division.
2009 discussion with the Las Vegas Metro Police Department's officer, Detective Long. On page 3, he says, no intent of arresting Keith. Page 11, I'm not here to arrest you. I'm not here to arrest you. I'm not going to arrest you. Page 12, you're free to leave. I'm not going to arrest you. You can go wherever you want. Page 103 and number 4. Terrence Brown was still alive.
Terrence Brown was dead, bro. Terrence Brown was dead outside of a weed dispensary, bro.
134. I want to close the Tupac case. Page 138. This is confidential and covered, and you cannot be charged on it. Basically, we have the state was given the information by the LAPD. The LAPD had a immunity agreement with him.
My beard was kind of scruffy. That's why. I had a scruffy ass beard. I had a scruffy ass beard, boy. Everybody started thinking I look like everybody started asking me. Everybody's gonna start thinking I look like Angelo Dawkins from the Street Profits with that beard.
Was that everybody was on the same page that immunity was going to be provided. If it wasn't, how come he wasn't arrested right then?
But I look nothing like Mr. Angelo Dawkins from the Street Profits tag team.
We were in a white Cadillac.
I'm just me. I'm just me.
The back seat, and then Orlando took the gun and shot Tupac.
Yeah, his nephew killed Tupac.
But again, the DA office, and again, it's not these players. It's not Mr. Wolfson or Mr. Giacomo. That decision was made back then not to proceed with the trial. And now it's the state's burden, we believe, to show why they did not go forward and prosecute. They just can't sit here and say, well, he kept talking about it.
Yeah, he kept talking about it.
Information in the beginning. We should have arrested him back in 2009. And so it had to be for a tactical advantage. That being, everybody's dead.
Gotta watch out for the baby. Gotta watch out for the baby, man.
And then
Baby, go pull my ass out the door.
All of the statements he made. After that, other than was for profit. So,
That's a one for the profits.
yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Martin and Mr. Brown have been alive after the Compton Street legend book was published or not?
What is that, 2018, right?
The parents around died in 2015.
We,
Said Martin, I don't recall exactly when.
probably must be.
But it's not the argument that he ultimately would, if that's the state's triggering event for starting to investigate, that he would not have been alive at that time. Is that accurate?
After the book, right, when the book was published.
Yeah.
But after the 2009, he was still alive.
Of course, the detective long interview, of course, they're still alive, but except for Mr. Anderson and Mr. Smith. Okay. I just wanted to make sure I had it.
Yeah. And outside of any other questions, Your Honor,
Okay, thank you, Mr. Arnold.
I found an app that's very similar
Come
to
on,
TikTok
partner.
that has a creator
Play,
program.
play,
Is it going to
man.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Arnold.
I wish I would have had my Amazon Echo show again.
Just briefly, as it relates first to
I wish I had my Echo show out, man.
Obviously, Mr. Shakur didn't shoot himself, so that is satisfied in a homicide by proof of the facts and circumstances which were testified to by the grand jury. And it is an argument. We didn't know
Arguments
all the
there.
evidence that is potentially out there. Their argument is there was insufficient evidence presented at the grand jury.
Arguments
in
and
order
arguments.
To be held under the corpus delicti rule. Even if you were to take it the next step further and say you have to have some evidence of a conspiracy independent of the bullets in Mr.
Conspiracy.
Shakur, there's clearly at least a driver.
Oh, there's that conspiracy that people are talking about,
So
man.
therefore, corpus delicti is satisfying no matter how you look at it, one way or the other. I also would dispute there's no independent evidence to corroborate, but that's not relevant in a corpus delicti argument. Corpus delicti is about criminal agency, and there's clearly criminal agency in this particular case. As it relates to the second argument, I'm unclear exactly what their argument is on the tactical decision we made. Their argument is he fully confessed, which, as the court reviews that transcript, you can tell that he is being a knowing spectator all the way up until Dan Long gets kicked out of the room.
They already kicked it out anyway.
And, Detective Dupree have a conversation where his lawyer tells him,
Dupree and Katie have already done the work.
this guy can arrest you. And as you well know, because they're in California, Dan Long can't arrest him. Dan Long has to come back here so that a warrant for
Dupree and Katie are about to interrogate this guy. They're interrogating Keith B. D.
That he has immunity. But even if he did, all that would go to is the admissibility of the statement. Because Detective Long doesn't have the authority to issue that, nor do the LA DAs or the LAPD or the federal government. Only a court in the state of Nevada can say Mr. Davis has immunity from the crime of murder in the state of Nevada. And he has pointed to zero evidence whatsoever of any immunity. He has referenced some proffer agreements that he had with other agencies. And certainly that could be the subject of future litigation as to which of those statements are admissible or not admissible. And then the other, I guess, argument is somehow we waited intentionally so everyone else would be dead to charge Mr. Davis with a crime. No, Mr. Davis chose upon himself to publicly confess to a crime multiple times. And that's the evidence that spurred the investigation of Detective Long and ultimately resulted in his arrest. Mr. Davis has no basis to complain that he's sitting in that box right now. Because Mr. Davis
He's standing. He is standing up.
even quote
He is standing up. He's standing up. You clueless, untimable hack.
That was his choice.
You clueless, worthless hack. He just stand up at the box.
He needs to stand trial for the charges, and I'll submit.
It's not like he's gonna come out. It's not like he's gonna come out and start sitting down. You fucking idiot. He's over at the box right there.
I don't want the court to get hooked up on this corpus delicti. The corpus delicti rule is basically
Look at the box right there.
That's in the preliminary hearing stages of the case. The black letter law is this. The law states you cannot have a conviction based upon just his admissions and statements. That's the law. If the state at this point puts on a trial to a jury, and that's all they have is his admissions, that whole trial is illegal. That's
yeah, it is, man. The trial is a joke, a complete and utter joke.
They need to have something else, a gun, a witness, something else that puts.
You see Mr. Duane Keith Davis standing right over there in the box with all the other inmates. Look at this man. This man's in his 60s. Look at this man.
Mr. Martin to Mr. Davis, they don't have anything. They don't have anything.
His old friend Eric Martin. His old friend Eric Martin handed Duane Davis a gun.
I mean, basically, they have Orlando Anderson, but we don't know if the Crips were here.
Martin got all the guns in the glove compartment in the Mercedes Benz vehicle.
And so without that, we can't put on the trial, Your Honor. We just
That's what Duane is telling the cops. That's what Duane's telling the cops.
But somebody made the decision along the way that
It's an audio recording. It's an audio recording of an interview in the 90s.
They need to. Those promises were made by their officer, the state's officer, and now we're just gonna ignore that. That doesn't make sense.
They ignored that shit fast enough, huh?
From the general
Immunity that started from 2008 and went to 2009. Like
It goes
I said,
way
the
back
only
there.
reason that
It goes way back.
Clark County DA's office made that. Was that?
No,
It
it
goes
wasn't
way
the
back.
DA's office. It was the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Officer, Detective Long.
When he said things like, "I'm not going to arrest you."
Right.
There goes those words.
And like I said,
We're not going to arrest you. We're not going to arrest you.
So,
Y'all know TikTok is being banned in the U.S. on January 19th of 2025.
Yeah, it got banned.
again, like I said, it was not the office. And
Yeah, it
so
got banned.
outside of us,
Let me go check what TikTok was now.
you know, having an evidentiary hearing as to who made those decisions back then in the DA's office. I mean, my client is just prejudiced because of those decisions. Because again, everybody waited all these years, and now we have players that are co-conspirators that are just
Well,
dead.
we saying TikTok was banned. Oh, hold on, man.
Deny participation. And
Oh, I got the airport on. I gotta turn it off.
Thank you so much, Mr. Arnold.
I got the airport on. I gotta turn the airport off.
First, the court's left argument. I am going to consider this on its merits, given.
I gotta turn the airport off.
In Diana versus State, I think it's better to at least hear it on its merits. Court's left requires there to be corroborating evidence to support.
I gotta turn the plane off. I gotta turn the airport off.
Indicate this to be satisfied by proof of death by criminal agency. So I think maybe an example makes the most sense to explain what this concept means. For example, I confess that this morning, as I was driving to work, I killed someone on 3rd and Lewis. All right, now let's say there's no body on the file, there's no video, there's nothing. It's only my statement that I killed someone.
Yeah, TikTok is still alive. I can still keep that.
But in this case, that isn't the case. There's corpus selection because
TikTok is still here. Why would you just want to ban TikTok?
And ultimately, it's a situation where the crime.
I got plenty of friends. I got plenty of friends on TikTok. Some of my shit. Something is wrong with my TikTok. Something's wrong with my TikTok. Oh, there's something's wrong with my TikTok. Something wrong with my TikTok.
That could potentially constitute denial of the right to a fair trial and due process of law under both state and federal constitutions.
I'm trying to go through this of friends, man. Look.
Prejudice to the defendant's occurred, court needs to balance the harm to the defendant as the justification for the delay. Here, it's clear that
I go to the list of friends.
definitely evidence that it has been lost.
Oh man, a twerking. Oh, the twerking video, dude. Oh damn, a twerking video.
Uncovered information on
This shit. Listen, twerk. Listen, twerking. Listen, look, twerking.
obscure information and make it very general so that he would not be charged with murder as his attorney. It was not until ultimately the Constant Street Legend book was released in 2019 that Detective Duane sought to establish the words in the book are actually defendants and true.
I'm trying to get to the inbox.
The prejudice of the death was for
I'm trying to get to the inbox, man, because my TikTok started keep crashing like it's supposed. What the fuck is my TikTok being slow, man? My TikTok being slow. Fuck is my TikTok, man?
I don't see that the state really does gain any sort of tactical advantage here.
My goddamn TikTok. My motherfucking TikTok.
And ultimately, they can't get complete justice.
What the fuck is wrong with my TikTok? What the fuck is wrong with my TikTok?
This is a situation where the state really got any advantage by the and in fact, it's themselves ignorant. And so, overall, I'm going to deny on the pre-indictment delay argument and turn to the immunity argument. It's fairly clear that the state of Nevada has never offered any
he's sort of saying that they banned TikTok. What's wrong with the app now? The app is acting a little weird.
The court agrees that the interview defendant gave the federal authorities.
I'm trying to get to the inbox and let me get to the inbox.
The state also conceded in their motion. However, the defendant has not produced any sort of agreement showing the federal government offered him transactional immunity from ever being prosecuted for this crime. In the 2000,
I gotta get to the service update. I don't know what's up with service bullshit.
Detective Duane's assurances of not arresting Mr. Davis really go to whether he was in custody for purposes of Miranda or things like that. Additionally, he didn't have a warrant at the time, so that was inaccurate.
Let me see what's up with the service
There's
thing.
nothing in that that can imply transactional immunity. Additionally, the defendant's attorney at that time of that 2009 interview with Detective Duane.
Want me to update this app, bro.
Which leads me to believe that Mr. Davis did not have transactional immunity in the bureau's attorney, and that's why his attorney advised Mr. Davis to keep the bail. And at that time, Mr. Davis did listen to his attorney, but his subsequent interviews and his
I'm glad to update the app.
As the years passed, Mr. Davis revealed additional information.
I'm glad to update this app. This is like pathetic. It's just plain pathetic.
And I do find the state is entitled to use that information freely given by the defendant with no prompting by governmental authority and released to the public in its prosecution. So I'm going to deny motion on another. Overall, motion to dismiss is denied, and the state is prepared the order consistent with this ruling and with its opposition.
Thank you.
All right. Regarding trial readiness, where are we at with that? So, of course, yes.
Let me check.
Possible suspect vehicle is going to be a white or cream two-door Cadillac, newer model, occupied by two DMV.
Oh, the 911 tapes.
I don't forget.
It's the 911 tapes. Listen.
Suspect fired into the victim vehicle in the area of Flamingo. We're looking for a two-door Cad, newer model, occupied by.
I'm glad to update this TikTok app. I'm gonna update this app, bro. I'm glad to update this app. Hold on.
I don't have anyone on the phone over there right now. How can
TikTok.
I help you? This is regarding Tupac Shakur shooting. And the guys from Compton, California. And what? The guys that did it from Compton, California. And Compton. You gave me one name. One of them was. But that's the only one I know of.
All right. Mr. Davis does want to speak to Mr. Arnold. I'll give him an opportunity to do that if you need to read that. Mr. Arnold.
Don't for this app will pause due to continuous legal requirements.
Potentially some issues that could come out this case going forward on 317. We're going to hear those issues further on 211. So we'll see about that 211 at 9.
We'll get scoops then. Oh, fine. We'll go get scoops then. This a look at that black BMW right there. From September 8th, 1996. This is a black BMW. They took a whole look at it. We got Frank Alexander, who was an ex-Marine and bodybuilder, who was bodyguarding Tupac. Is over there talking to the cops. He's over there talking to the Las Vegas Metropolitan cops. We got scoops. TikTok not running well, so I gotta get scoops. So I gotta go get scoops. Yeah, TikTok's not even running correctly, so I gotta go get the scoops going. Oh man.
We're looking for a two-door cab, newer model, occupied by two. Made last thing northbound Audrey. Apparently the original shot fired at Flamingo on Audrey. So you're not all counted. We're still looking for just that vehicle. Like so. Please. Yeah, what like that homicide vision? I don't have anyone.
Okay, to sign me in. Okay, Scoops is signing me in home. I'm not gonna raise the volume up because yeah, it's a fight. There's a fight going on in the streets. There's a fight going on in the streets until everybody start watching. Yeah, fight. It's a girl fight. The old girl. It's a fight in the streets.
Are you an American who's making
The old fight in the streets, man. It's probably this dude.
no Medicare or
It's a fight in the streets.
Good. That means you are already approved to receive an extra.
Hold the fuck. Come on, man.
Retired LA County Sheriff's Lieutenant and his son, a one-time cop,
It's gonna take longer.
Indicted on federal drug trafficking and money laundering charges. Prosecutors say Reggie Wright Sr. and his son Reggie Wright Jr. are both members of the Grape Street Crips gang.
That's right.
Motherfucker.
Because remember, Gaddafi died while Sugar's in jail.
Yeah.
I need y'all to keep that up front. Y'all cannot blame Suge for Gaddafi.
Who's gonna blame him for it? Who's gonna blame him for it?
Gaddafi died while Suge was in jail.
Ain't gonna room for it. Ain't gonna room for it.
They cannot blame. Come on, somebody.
Nobody's gonna blame him for it.
Reggie Wright said that.
Here comes the boy Kiefer. Here comes the boy Kiefer D, boy. Here comes the boy Kiefer D. Kiefer D's gonna speak on this right now. Listen to this shit.
That's what I don't understand.
This shit.
Why did they keep asking this crooked ass
You do crooked cop shit. That's old crooked cop shit. That's his old crooked ass cop shit. Man, that's old crooked ass cop shit. Man. We're gonna get a bottle of water.
Correct, because Greg Kading also called for the Las Vegas Police Department to arrest you. He did? I believe so, yeah.
Greg Kading called for the Metropolitan cops to come get Keefy D, man. They coming to get him.
Justice Department. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I like, you came out here? He like, yeah, I came out here to get you. It was way bigger time people that was going to go down with it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people was going to go down. If I would have said nothing, everybody would have lost our whole community, lost all my homies. You know what I'm saying? Shit, they shredded the indictment. It's 400 miles right. Yeah.
So according to Keefe, Baby Lane opened fire. Tupac gets hit. Suge gets hit. Buntry, I guess, shot at the car also. Gave chase. Buntry's car gets hit. Correct. But they don't actually catch them. Correct. They get away. Correct. Tupac.
And it's gonna take another hour to do this. Hold on. It'll take another half to do it.
You circle back with everybody.
Like I said, Buntry and the other guy came to me and told me what had just happened. There was an attorney out there that was working with us that I was kind of working hand in hand with.
Yeah.
By the name of George Calise.
George Calisis.
Big time in Vegas as far as helping us get the club into Suge's name or, turned over to Suge entity. And
Club 662.
he was there.
And I didn't believe them when they first told me what was going on, what happened. I thought shit was bad because I was with them and sent them there to mess with me. This was my first reaction until I saw the Las Vegas police cars pulling off from the club, flying code 3 down that way. And then that's when one of the...
That's when it's coming down that way.
Happened. And so George Cleese and myself jumped in the car and went straight to the hospital because we knew that they had left the scene.
Well, Reggie, do you believe in Christ? Do you believe in Christ, Reggie? Fuck the thicket.
I didn't see him until about 2 or 3 hours after that incident happened. I was concerned about Bob. The solid concern to say that he was upset with me or anything like that.
I gotta put my Jesus piece away, my cross. Gotta put my cross away.
Because you are head of security and this happened under your watch to a certain extent. Nobody was standing to my face or standing to me.
They ain't gonna say it to you until
then. We had a
then.
conversation today when Tupac died, which was the 13th, that Friday, where Shiv, myself, Frank Alexander, who was mainly on the hot seat, and
Read that one now.
I think Buntry and Neckbone were there. It was in Shiv's backyard. When they started questioning like what happened, what went down, why your guy didn't have a gun, why did your guy come out of the car howling? He's a Marine, not a cop, not a retired cop. You know, something where they had them.
Gotta get my box.
For a minute, they had Shiv and them hold down like suspects. You know, like right, yeah. When Chris Carroll showed up, he had no idea who any of these people were. He saw a bunch of black guys, you know. But he had them hold out and tell them to get on the ground. Yeah. They was like, hey, you know, my guy is in the car. He describes the situation. This big giant guy who's bleeding is sort of hovering over him.
Big giant guy.
That word, he felt Frank was saying, hey, showing him his credentials, and on top, I'm wondering about, you know, that they would have been able to get to pop a little sooner. Yeah, those are the only things that I was questioning. I was directing it to Frank, who was, you know, had no clue, but just lying out, you know, scared, yeah, or whatever. I mean, when you look at that situation, you know, this is something I've talked to, you know, with the Outlaws about and so forth. Tupac was the artist. He was the star. Essentially the biggest star on the label at that point. I would say Pop was at that point. But you know, it's debatable. They're both very good.
He always is bigger. He was always bigger than Death Row.
There's lots of other people that we totally agree. We all wish he would have done that. I'm sure it was a shock this year. Shiv gets some back. Shiv did 9 years.
He was bigger than the world. Tupac is bigger than that.
You know how the laws were at the time. But he did 5.5 years. Really trying to move everybody off of Baby Lane.
Yeah, the feds is
He
watching.
was really looking at the thing. He was really trying to. He sneaks one in. He sneaks one in. He sneaks one in.
It's a
The
kick.
judge on the bench there, after the
Kick him.
take 13 times, I determined,
You think
you know,
she'll try to like defuse the fight. Trying to break up the fight, man. Now they saying he gonna kick some nigga.
At that point, I don't want to put trial. If I use that word, I apologize to him for saying that. Right.
Don't worry. It ain't your fault, man.
I think it was just trying to show that he was down, or maybe that was Pop.
It ain't your fault now, Reggie.
Pop was always a go, right type. He was. He was loyal to who he's with. Yeah. If he's with you, he's loyal. But Pop did get Mob tattooed on his arm. Some would say that made money over bitches. I believe, let me just say, I believe Pop was starting to claim the hood. Yeah. I get jammed up. Some people say, oh, he wasn't trying to be a member of the Bloods. He wasn't this. It was a short at the time. You know, he was only with us 11 months. Yeah. I don't know. Well, that's not a conversation I ever had. Well, Shock G.
That's how to put this shit together again.
You know about what? You know, he did say that, and this always no Pop at the beginning. Oh,
his career.
I just did an interview with Money B, so I know.
Oh, yeah. He said that Suge held Pac down the way Pac always wanted someone to hold him down.
Quick question. Have you heard about Google-Fi Wireless? Their Simply Unlimited plan is only $80 a month for two.
All this has been told.
I remember the incident that with Snoop and with Snoop that we all heard of when he was mad after the Angie Martinez.
Yeah, when Snoop,
he was pissed.
Snoop
He was pissed about the interview, man.
Whatever beef Tupac got, that's his beef. That's not our beef.
Pretty much, or he just, pretty much that's what he said.
I got mad about this, about the interview.
And shit, and Pac was hollering when we get back.
He mad about the interview.
He gonna have the Outlaws rush.
You tell he got mad about the interview.
And the dog pound, where we always joke and kind of laugh and be like, because the Outlaws were young men. They were young guys. We were like, oh, they need to leave that alone. The Outlaws don't need to be, stepping in that. Where that's what Pac was saying he was going to have done because he knew he could go to I want you to have homies to rush.
They ain't got shit to do with it.
That was how we got down.
They ain't got shit to do with it.
The situation happens. Tupac dies. And then Suge ends up going to court. Because previously, before that, Suge was on probation for shooting and making those two producers strip. Were you around during that time? Yeah, this was during the
producers.
Yeah, the Stanley
producers.
Brothers.
That was the Stanley Brothers. George and Linwood. Producers. That was George and Linwood Stanley.
He detailed that whole incident where
that was George and Linwood Stanley, bro. George and Linwood Stanley. They sued him. They sued him for a lot of money, bro. In a settlement, should get the Stanley Brothers half of the money that he was gonna give. So what's what Suge's gonna do? Suge just give the Stanley Brothers half of all that money. That was in the documents. I was in the documents, partner.
Just came from court from something else. But he saw him looking at the camera. They still on the phone. That's what
the guy made him strip. Well, no.
Yeah, that was. Well, yeah, they made him strip down. Not embarrassing him. He wasn't really trying to.
Like I
tell you, comedian part.
Right. They go outside, go straight to the police, and then he's on probation. So when he kicks, everyone assumed that Suge paid him off.
That was not between attorneys. How it happened was Edie Fall. Y'all know Edie Fall from one of the guys who represented on the Rodney King, the one that beat up Reginald Denny was popular.
Yeah, Edie Falls. Edie Falls, I think. Edie Falls.
We all met at the studio at Edie Falls' office, and they came up with
Keefy D had already mentioned the attorney Edie Falls, whatever. He mentioned Edie Falls' name in the he mentioned that, man. He mentioned Edie Falls' name in the interviews.
And testify that Suge was trying to really help you. He was trying to get them off you. He wasn't the one that assaulted you. He was really trying to stop everybody from assaulting you. If you don't come and testify to that, we'll give you we'll settle this case with you for, I think it was $60,000, where you was going to sue Tupac, which was a great deal in our mind because we also especially after the All Eyes on Me and the Machiavelli album had dropped. Yeah, he was worth a lot of money. We were selling the case for $60,000.
So when you get off the ground, well,
they got a bunch of these deals, these lawsuits together, and here's $60,000. You get on the stand.
These boxes back right now.
In our mind at the time, yeah, you say different. You saw a kid, but we were trying to not see a kid.
But it didn't matter because Suge was found guilty in court.
He was found violating first probation.
Exactly. He went back to jail. Correct. Now he goes back to jail, and you become
general manager. Got the tax stuff going. I don't know.
Yes.
He
was sentenced March of
stolen tactic.
February 29th, which some people would say crazy, but it was a leap year, I guess.
February 29th.
Just another stalling tactic. That's all it is. It's another stalling tactic.
His brother-in-law, Lawrence Anderson, went to general manager at that time.
This was when Texas.
I eventually took his position in
Texas right up
July of 97.
Okay. There's a story about an off-duty cop confiscating a gun they say was used to kill Tupac. And I guess Hussein Fatal had it, or you know what I'm talking about? It's this weird story about a gun.
Yeah. What happened on that is Hussein Fatal was caught with a gun going inside the House of Blues on July the 4th. We did a big concert at the House of Blues.
You guys confiscated the gun?
Hussein Fatal was trying to bring a gun in. They searched and find the gun. They turned it over to, I think he was off-duty Santa Monica police officer or something like that.
Yeah.
He takes the gun, and I guess he didn't book it into evidence or whatever, but they didn't make an arrest or anything. But we just told, Hussein couldn't come inside the House of Blues. That's when Noble comes in, who's now, for some reason, the official talker for the Outlaws. But that's when he did Fatal's parts that particular day. Pac and him got, Pac was upset with him for trying to have a gun on him. He was supposed to wreck the car, took a car without permission. So we'll say Fatal had a bad week. So he eventually gets sent back home in July. And so the gun was taken off of him. And somehow Kevin Hackey, who we later heard was working with the feds or something like that, somehow he eventually get the gun. He turns the gun and gives the guns back to me. I don't know what I ended up doing with the gun. I think I gave it to Ron Bilal when we was in the Bahamas, and he told me he threw it in the ocean. So the gun's found somewhere in the ocean in the Bahamas.
Okay.
He's supposed to give it to Reggie White Sr., dude. He's supposed to give it to Reggie White Sr., though.
Pop was killed with a 40 Glock. This was the 40 Glock that he was killed with.
But this happened before Pac even got killed.
When the gun was taken.
Yeah. So it had nothing to do with
it. Has. That's the history of the gun.
You gotta love the internet with their conspiracy
theories.
So you take over the management of Death Row, and you're going back and forth to jail, talking to Suge, and everything else like that. And I guess at this point, Suge and Michelle A now have a full-blown relationship.
They are open with it.
Yeah.
It's full-blown, man. Full-blown.
I guess she's signing all the checks. I guess she had a rubber stamp.
She was a stamper. I was the one to create the checks through the company, what was needed with the bookkeeper, and then she would be the one that signs the checks.
Okay. But at this point, Death Row's falling apart.
Is it?
Well, the artists are leaving.
The artists are leaving because we no longer won them. We were selling them. We're getting rid of them.
Right.
No one left that were.
Well, Dre's gone.
Dre had left.
Dre had already left.
left.
Tupac is killed.
But he's still selling records.
Still, Machiavelli comes out after his death.
Machiavelli comes out. Until the End of Time comes out.
Right.
Still I Rise come out. Selling records.
Selling records. Snoop goes to No Limit.
Snoop was sold to No Limit for $4.5 million, and we still had a 5 or 7% override on anything he was doing with them.
Okay, I see.
And we did Godfather, which did go platinum release.
Corrupt leaves.
Corrupt was sent home. Corrupt was sent home prior to that because Corrupt had an incident with Death Row that we sent him home. We thought it would be best for him to go home and be with his mother for a while.
Oh, what was the incident?
I don't want to talk about that.
Daz is still around.
Daz still around.
Yeah. Was he like president of Death Row or something like
that? Daz was my boy.
Okay.
What I meant by that, me and Daz were cool. Hanging out. We lived in the Marina City Club together. Yeah. He would come and wake me up every morning.
Marin City Club.
7, 8 o'clock.
I go to Marin City Club and you go there and you go be boys with the dude. Well, I know that you've been friends with the dude, and he's already the guy's a Crip. You be buddies with a Crip, and you're already going with with Frederick Reynolds for all them years.
He was going to be the guy. He was Drake. He was going to be the one that put music together and all of that.
He's a dope producer.
Yes. That was the problem. Daz wanted to be an artist. We just wanted to be a producer.
Got it. So the company's still making money.
It's not doing Death Row numbers because we're not out there doing those things, but we
downside.
We don't have as much cost.
That's what you can do numbers.
We don't have the distribution deal with Interscope anymore. So now we over there with Priority, who doesn't have the money or was putting out the money that Interscope and Universal was doing.
Okay. I interviewed Daz.
Okay.
Had to go comb my beard, man.
Saw it.
I saw it.
Because my beard's like a little scruffy as far as I know of.
Never got into any fight or any altercation at all. The only reason Daz and I have a problem is because I exposed that Daz's wife and Shiv was having a relationship.
Y'all know TikTok is being banned in the U.S. on
You talk about Daz's wife and Suge.
2025.
Get back with that shit.
Daz's wife and Suge were having a relationship. Correct.
Why you gonna tell people that shit?
Why
don't you go tell people that, bro?
No, Daz married. Daz has 5 kids by this young lady. But Daz was upset behind that. And Daz, that's when he started tackling me.
Okay. Right, because he said that he mentioned an apartment building in Marina Del Rey.
Marina City Club.
He said that he came out.
Marina City Club.
As you were driving by, he came up to your window pretending to get a 12 gauge.
Me and Daz never had any incident.
No.
You ain't got no problems with it, no way.
We have never had bad words towards each other in person with each other.
Okay.
Like I said, the things happened later after I stupidly admitted because it.
You admit something, you lie. You know what happens when you lie, right?
Exposed and shit.
The people that was in the comment section knows that you're lying, Reggie.
Okay.
Attacking.
Well, didn't you say there was an altercation?
Everybody can tell that you're lying.
With you, Trayvon, and Snoop at one point?
That is true. At the Universal Amp, this is when Snoop was assigned to, had been sold to Master P.
Men No Limit Records.
There just to talk to Snoop because he was starting to diss Suge. And so I was just going to talk to Snoop to say, hey, why you dissing the home? You know, he's in jail. We let you go. We're making money off you still, but we sold you to them for $4.5 million, and we're letting you be with Master P. And now why you throwing jabs at Suge? You know, you need to leave it alone. And he was kind of high and mouthy and all the time. And then that's when Trayvon stopped Snoop, and Snoop took off and ran.
Snoop was by himself?
No. Snoop had Daz. Daz ran too.
Yeah, they on some old blood. They on some old blood and Crip shit.
That's what they both.
It's more blood and Crip type of thing, man. Come on.
In their pockets. They both had marijuana on them.
They got caught for the weed too. This stupid Daz got caught for the weed too.
Daz also said that him and Suge got into fistfights.
Stupid Daz got caught for the weed anyway.
Daz and Suge probably haven't saw each other since he walked out of the visiting room crying because Suge told him he wasn't.
That's how Snoop and Daz got arrested. That's how Daz and Snoop got arrested for the weed.
But he doesn't look at him.
Cops took him. Cops took him for the weed.
Another album, and Suge told him he wasn't going to do another album on him.
Okay.
And Daz walked away.
Did Daz's first solo album, was that on Death Row?
Yes.
Okay.
Revenge, Retaliation, Get Back.
No doubt.
It did good. Only reason it didn't do well is because of that Snoop incident. He saw his cousin get slapped, and he didn't like it, and he was about to schedule to do a video on. It might sound crazy, and after that, I told him I'm doing it animated now because he was mouthing off. And that's when I first did that animation video on that single. The first person that did the animation didn't get that much publicity because Master P smashed on it because he was running priority at the time because he was sick. But if y'all go look at that animation, it might sound crazy. Dope.
Daz, I think in our interview said that.
But the funny thing about that,
what's up with the animation?
He got that story from us.
You gonna do an animation on somebody, bro? What's up? You doing? You doing a cartoon on you? Or doing a cartoon on somebody, man?
Steal some masters because I entrusted you to, with these masters to work. I gave him permission.
Masters are there.
And all this. He's my head producer. He was working with us. Would that make you smart or something like that? Or that just make you a thief?
A thief is what they call artists. A thief.
But where you get the story of switching out the blanks from, because you remember Daz was out there. I got the Tupac album. I'm about to come out with a Tupac Daz Dillinger album and stuff. So we're hearing all of this.
Oh, Tupac and Daz album.
Relationship with Maria. allegedly reels are at.
The wheels are gonna be there anyway.
Maria do was bring them.
The wheels are there. We gotta find where they come from. Where the wheels at?
Want her to go home empty-handed.
All them little films they got,
Daz's
master
wife,
tapes.
You're saying brought all the master tapes to the studio?
Yeah, it was like 5 or 6 boxes. They used to be in the.
It's just master tapes.
Reels, like the old projection, And she brought them to the studio. It was at Tracks. I remember Tracks. And we had this guy named Butch Small. Take the reels out, put blanks in there. And so Daz got nothing but blanks. Don't y'all know Daz had some Tupac Machiavelli or Tupac, and we would have heard it. Daz loved it. It would have been all over the internet.
I think Daz mentioned he has a song with Biggie that was never released. No, you don't know about that. After Tupac gets killed, Biggie gets killed. Was it about a year later?
6 months.
6 months later. Okay. And there's lots of stories around that.
Correct.
From what you understand, do you know anything about that whole situation?
Nothing but what I heard. And like I said, and I always said it, and people said it, Ice-T said it's dry, snitching, or something like that. When I said that.
Trying to tell somebody, that's when you go get caught for it.
Murder Rap put in their investigation for Murder Rap, the Greg Cadence theory.
Well, this Greg Kading came out with a book. It's a murder rap book. It's before the documentary. Before the documentary.
Because it has to do with the theory of Greg Cadence and a guy by the name of Eduardo Falls Pucci.
Aha, right. Right.
That's the story, I believe.
I had to talk with Greg Kading about this, and I have my notes. So according to Greg Kading, Pucci killed Biggie.
That's the story, I believe.
And Pucci was an associate of Sugar?
Whatever the story is that Greg is pushing is what I believe.
So,
all right, guys, check this out. So I just found this off TikTok, right? And apparently it's going to remove all of the ads off.
The incidents are no problem to begin with. Now I know where it's coming from. Where it was coming from, I don't know. I rolled myself up a blunt yesterday. You know what I mean? While I was snowing like a motherfucker outside. I don't know why. Yeah. Yeah, forgive me for this. I'm about to go end this stream. I'm about to go shave anyway. Botchamania thing, they already done their job with it. Fuck, I'm just gonna go do one more. I gotta do one more video. Tonight anyway. We're gonna see y'all tonight or something. But I ain't gonna see y'all tonight. But I'm gonna see y'all in probably at least probably tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. I'll take my chances. With I'll play Ghost Recon Wildlands, and I'll get to the other game. Go ahead and end this. Hold on. It's be out like an hour. Let's end this bitch. Send this bitch now. Say it now.